Welcome back to Ojeda's Adventures. This is Steven again. I want to go over how to clean your pistols and just maintain your pistols. Today I have my APX Berreta here that I'll be demonstrating how to clean your pistols. Let's get to it. This is my Berreta APX and I'm going to be demonstrating how to keep your pistol clean with this pistol right here. So what we want to do is we want to take out the magazine. See, I have live rounds, so we want to make sure we clear the pistol, make sure there's no live rounds in the chamber. We want to make sure we take every safety precaution, and you want to make sure it's pointing in a safe direction away from you as well. So there's no round in the chamber. And also, this is my AlienGear Holster that I carry. And so since we need to put, with the APX, you want to relieve the pressure from the trigger. So you'll pull the trigger to release the pressure. Once you do that, you'll come to the side, put down the takedown lever, and your slide isn't going to go forward. So you just take it apart just like that. So again, so this is the lower portion of your pistol. So you just put that to the side for now. What you're going to do is you're going to take out the spring. This is a double spring here. The guide rod. So you want to take that out and place it to the side. And also I got a block as well to help me out to keep everything in one spot. So I'm just going to place this here so that way I know where it's at. Let me actually put it, there you go. So then you want to take out the barrel. So you're going to take it out, remove it, and then you can place it on here as you're working on the upper receiver here, or this upper slide. What I usually do is I get myself a brush. A nice brush like this. You have the small end, you have the big end. It's really nice. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get some. I use CLP. It's it moves any grease, carbon, and also lubricates the pistol as well. So this is what I use, hoppers. So you can use whatever you feel comfortable with. Something that just takes off the carbon and also lubricates as well, I suggest. So you'll just put a little bit on here. You don't gotta drown it. Just put a little bit. And I already cleaned this pistol before, so this pistol's not gonna be as dirty. So what I'd suggest, just to put a light coat, get it in there, make sure in the creases, make sure you get the lubricant on there. That way it breaks up any built up carbon. All right, guys, once you got the top portion lubricated, it should look like this, real shiny. And what you do is grab yourself a rag and wipe it down. Make sure you get all the crevices, you get all the extra lubricant on there, and just take all that carbon off. See, I have, some carbon here, or some leftover lubricant from when I purchased the pistol. So just take that off. Once you get that off, you'll start to see some dirt. But also, you want to get yourself some Q-tips. I got these on Amazon, I got these on Amazon, which are some 3-inch round 500 piece Q-tips to get into crevices. So you want to make sure you get into the sights. Make sure you get. See, you got some dirt in there. I don't know how that got there, but see, you got to make sure you just clean your pistols really well. Get into the little crevices here. Make sure you get into the little, like I have grooves that are in my pistol, so you want to make sure you get in there, clean them out really well. But also, this is where these Q-tips, because you get into these little areas here, and then you'll find dirt, or I'm sorry, carbon, and just clean that out. Make sure you get all of that out. I mean, you're gonna go through a lot of Q-tips when you do it this way, but you'll come out with a nice, clean, lubricated gun that's gonna shoot well or function well when you really need it to, and when your life counts on it. So again, you want to make sure you get that really, get all the crevices, make sure everything's wiped down and everything's cleaned up and so forth. I'm getting here, make sure everything's nice and clean. And there we go, getting all these crevices. Again, that's why I bought a lot of these Q-tips. You're gonna go through a lot of them. But you wanna make sure you get the sides, make sure you get where the barrel goes and the spring, make sure you go around that because carbon builds up there. So you wanna make sure you get all that. See, look how dirty that was. And I haven't even put any rounds through this pistol. So I just bought it. So just make sure you go around, clean it really well. Get out any extra lubricant that came from the factory or that maybe where you purchased it might have put some on there or whoever did. But just make sure you clean it all up. Make sure you get all that lubricant up. See, look, you'll find all that gunk that needs to come out. And I usually grab my rag, kind of run it in there as well to, make sure I get any access that I have in there. Just make sure you get all that extra stuff. And then wipe down the outside. Just clean it up. But also, there's this, where the metal's gonna touch. I put a little dab of CLP on there. And then I put it in this little spot here. I'll show you right there. I just put a little bit in there, not a whole lot, just a little bit, just where the metal's gonna make contact with other metal. Just put a little lubricant, any extra that I kind of go around it. I'll show you here in a minute. There you go. You see where I put it? Right there. And that little, you'll see it. Well, if your pistol has that, I mean, this is an APX, so that's where the metal's going to touch. So I just put a little in there. Not a whole lot. Just kind of clean up the extra. And then I'm done. So now since I have a block here, I just put this here to hold my, oh, actually it goes this way. So I can hold my top portion. Now you grab the barrel. So now you're gonna clean the outside of the barrel, get all the carbon off. That's where the brush comes in. Just give it a nice coat, get everything off. Get in the crevices. Clean this portion. Get a nice little coat on there. Just break up all the carbon. Make sure. And then I don't wipe it off right away. I leave it on there because the next portion you're gonna wind up getting lubricant on the barrel. So I'll wait to clean the barrel. So I mean the outside of the barrel, because you're gonna have to clean the inside of the barrel. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna get this came with my pistol from Berreta, with my pistols in the case. So you want to make sure you use this, and I stick a little bit of lubricant on there so it can break up any carbon that might be in there. And I just go a little bit. Don't drown it, just a little bit on there. Once you get enough on there, you're gonna slide it through and then back out. You're gonna do this for a few times or however many times you need, as long as you see that you're breaking up the carbon. The best way to look is to look inside the barrel, and if it looks shiny, or you'll start to see all the carbon come out as well. So I do this a couple of times. This is a new gun, so I don't have to do it so much. Once I'm done there, depending on how yours comes. If yours comes with this little fabric where it cleans out any excess or lubricant, you can use this. But or if yours comes with this, but this is a bigger one, you should have a smaller one. You can slide these patch things through there and then slide it through your barrel and get all the access. Since I have this, I can slide this through there and it does the same thing. So you want to make sure you get something like this, or like I was talking about. You can just slide it through there, get all the access, make sure it's nice and clean. I mean, there's different tools, clean kits out there, so pick one that you think will help you the most or you feel comfortable with. I just feel comfortable with this right now. So, and so it's nice and clean. I'll show you here in a minute. I'm just getting the excess out of here. Anything I see that. All right, so that's how your barrel should look. Nice and shiny, if you can see it. There you go. Nice and shiny. If you see any excess, go ahead and slide this through again and clean it out. All right, so that's nice and clean and well lubricated. So now what you want to do is like I said, I let the lubricant sit on here and let it do any extra work it needs to do. So you just start wiping this off, all the excess lubricant that's on here, or CLP, just get it all off. And wipe your gloves off too, because you don't want to leave any of the lubricant on here as well from your gloves. So just wipe it all off. So, and again, you're gonna grab some of these Q-tips, and this one I say you're gonna need these to get into little crevices here. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Go around the barrel in those little areas here. Make sure you get everything nice and clean. All right, so once you got it nice and clean, it's gonna look like this. All the excess off, everything looks clean. So you just put that to the side. Now, the lower half. You want to clean this as well because this has a trigger, it has a takedown lever. So you want to make sure you get the brush again. Give it some of that love of lubricant. That you want to get a good coat of lubricant on this. So just make sure you get in there, get any kind of I also like to put some lubricant on the Q-tip and get into the crevices that you can't get with the brush. So I do that, and just get into the springs, make sure they get enough of the lubricant on there. Just get a nice little coat on there. See, look, I got a good portion of that in there. So just make sure you get all that carbon, any kind of gunk that might be in there. Because you want to make sure it's, see, look at all that got out. And then I go with the dry one and just go in there, get any excess that I might have on here. Okay, so now once you got all the excess off, you're gonna put the pistol back together. So you're gonna grab the barrel and the slide. So you're gonna put your barrel in. Then you're gonna grab your spring. The smaller side goes in first. The big one goes in. You're gonna have to push down. Once you get that in, you'll see it's all together. And then you're gonna slide it together. And there you go. Functioning nice. I got an empty mag around, so slides forward nice. That's how you know your pistol's good, when it's sliding no problem. And it's looking really nice now. So now my pistol is cleaned, and put my magazine and put my pistol in my holster here. Always safety first. All right, guys. I hope that helps you with your cleaning on your pistols. Show you some of the tools I use. Again, find a clean kit that you feel comfortable with. Everybody has their own clean kit they use, a special brand or something that's easier for them. Again, use the barrel brush that the manufacturer gives you. They give you this for a reason, to keep your pistol clean. Make sure you're using it. Again, I clean mine sometimes once a month, every 6 months, because I carry mine daily. So depending on how much I'm carrying, the conditions outside. But if you're not carrying it daily, I would say every 6 months to a year to clean your pistol, just to keep it lubricated, make sure that everything's functioning. Now, again, some people, they'll wait to go to the range, shoot it, and then go home and clean it. Again, remember, it's your safety, and you want to make sure when you need to use your pistol, it's gonna work. But again, I'm sorry for the movement of the camera. My stand at the table I have it on, if I move the table, the stand starts to move. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm working on getting better gear as I progress with the channel. I can only, during this pandemic, I gotta be very thoughtful of money right now, because I'm the only person working in my household right now. But again, when I get a chance, I will upgrade my equipment. But if you have any comments or questions, leave them below. Again, in my last video, I said I'm thinking about changing the channel's name. So any suggestions, leave them down below. Also, if you have any suggestions on editing or any of that, or music, please leave them down below. I would love any suggestions y'all have. But I appreciate your support, and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, the bell on the bottom, please mark that as so that way you can get any notifications when I post videos. I appreciate all your support. Y'all have a great evening.